In the summer of 2001, in a dimly lit bedroom in London, a man sat alone in front of a glowing computer screen. His desk was cluttered with empty cups of tea, cigarette ash, and stacks of scribbled notes. On the screen, lines of code scrolled endlessly, numbers and commands that, to most people, would mean nothing. But to him, they were a key that would soon unlock the doors to one of the most secure networks on Earth. He wasn't a soldier. He wasn't a spy. He wasn't even a trained engineer. Just an unemployed systems administrator with an old computer, a shaky dial-up connection, and an obsession. His name was Gary McKinnon, but the world would remember him by another name: the man who hacked space. Gary McKinnon was born in Glasgow, Scotland in 1966. After moving to London with his mother, he discovered computers at age 14 through an old Atari 400, sparking a lifelong fascination with programming and artificial intelligence. His stepfather's passion for UFOs soon blended with his own curiosity, leading Gary to join the British UFO Research Association as a teenager. But by 2000, his quest for hidden truths took a radical turn. Convinced the government was concealing evidence of UFOs and free energy, Gary began hacking into networks like Oxford University's as a trial run before going after his main objective. What he was about to do would terrify governments, anger intelligence agencies, and spark a legal battle that dragged on for more than a decade. He would break into NASA, the Pentagon, and nearly 100 American military networks, all from his bedroom in North London, and for years, no one could stop him. But this isn't just a story about hacking. It's a story about obsession, about how one man's curiosity collided with the machinery of global power, and about the fine line between discovery and destruction. Gary's story began, like many others in the early days of the internet. He was a self-taught computer enthusiast, fascinated by the hidden architecture of the digital world. But he wasn't looking for money, or fame, or chaos. He claimed he was searching for something else: proof. Proof that governments were hiding the existence of extraterrestrial technology. By the late 1990s, conspiracy theories were thriving online. UFO forums buzzed with speculation. Whistleblowers swore they had seen spacecraft reverse-engineered in secret labs. For Gary, this wasn't just idle chatter. It was a mission. He believed the answers were locked away on government servers. And so, night after night, he dialed up his modem and began searching. The self-described bumbling computer nerd from North London didn't use sophisticated methods. He simply wrote a program to scan thousands of highly secure US military and NASA computers for one common, baffling mistake: a blank administrator password. When he found them, he'd often leave a message that read, "Your security is crap." But one day, leaving a message to make fun of their whack security system was not fun anymore. He decided to deep down the rabbit hole into the NASA's classified database. What he found shocked him. According to Gary, once inside NASA's files, he discovered folders labeled non-terrestrial officers and images of objects that didn't look like anything humans had built. He claimed to have seen photographs of cigar-shaped crafts orbiting the Earth, photos he swore were later deleted from public archives. But on a lonely night of March 2002, everything collapsed. Gary McKinnon thought he was alone. Late at night, in his London flat, he was deep inside NASA's network, clicking through hidden files, searching for the final proof of UFOs. Somewhere across the ocean, inside a government office, a technician stared at his screen and blinked. The mouse cursor was moving, all by itself. Someone, somewhere, was inside. That someone was Gary. And while he probably imagined uncovering alien secrets, what he really discovered was how fast the Pentagon can pull the plug. The scale of his intrusions was staggering. Between 2001 and 2002, Gary infiltrated 97 American military and space agency computers. He roamed through classified networks like a ghost, leaving taunts for administrators on their own desktops. At one point, he even crashed critical servers, paralyzing thousands of military computers. The Pentagon called it the biggest military computer hack of all time. U.S. prosecutors said his actions caused nearly $1 million in damage. But Gary insisted he never planted viruses, never stole secrets, never tried to harm anyone. He said he was just looking for the truth. And yet, the truth is slippery. What did he really find? Were the UFO photos authentic? Were the mysterious officers evidence of something extraordinary, or just misinterpreted data? The problem was, once Gary was caught, his credibility came under fire. The U.S. government painted him as a dangerous criminal, a cyber terrorist. Gary painted himself as a curious mind who got in too deep. And the courts, they weren't sure which version to believe. What followed was one of the longest extradition battles in British history. For nearly 10 years, the U.S. demanded he be sent across the Atlantic to stand trial, facing up to 70 years in prison. Gary fought back, supported by activists, journalists, and even celebrities who saw him as a victim of disproportionate punishment. His case ignited a debate that went beyond hacking. Was he a criminal or a whistleblower, a threat to national security, or just an eccentric truth seeker? And deeper still, what did his story reveal about the balance of power between ordinary citizens and the secretive institutions that govern them? In 2012, after years of legal limbo, the British government blocked his extradition on humanitarian grounds. Gary was free, but the questions he raised, those were never answered. Even now, his claims remain unverified. The UFO photos he described have never surfaced. The mysterious officers he swore he saw remain locked in mystery. Perhaps he truly stumbled onto something extraordinary, or perhaps his mind, fueled by obsession and long nights alone, simply connected dots that weren't there. What is certain is this: one man, sitting in a bedroom with a slow internet connection, managed to infiltrate the most powerful military networks on Earth. He didn't use an army. He didn't use millions of dollars in resources. He used curiosity, persistence, and a belief that the truth was being hidden. And for a brief moment in history, he succeeded in hijacking the secrets of space.